Time is running out quickly to avoid a government shutdown. The deadline is now just 2 days away. NBC's Ryan Nobles joins us from Washington. So we asked you again, Ryan, how close are they to getting a deal?
Not close at all, Savannah. Good morning. And you're right. Only 2 days to go. Republicans and Democrats really not any closer to striking a deal to avert a government shutdown. In fact, at this point, the two sides aren't even really talking. And then there's even real division within the House of Representatives. Speaker Kevin McCarthy shooting down a bipartisan short-term spending bill that was proposed in the Senate in favor of moving a group of appropriations bills that really have no hope of passing the upper chamber. Now, if they cannot strike a deal by midnight Saturday, millions of government workers will not get paid. That includes active duty members of the military who in the past were given carve-outs to keep them paid during a shutdown, but that is not happening this time around. Now, members are expected to work through the weekend until an agreement is reached, but the speaker is in a tight spot here because agreeing to the demands of the GOP holdouts would have little of a plan that would have little chance of passing. And so then if he turns to get help from the Democrats, he could face ouster as speaker. So we're in a very difficult situation here on Capitol Hill, Savannah.
Meanwhile, the House Republicans are still planning on doing their first hearing in their impeachment inquiry of President Biden. What do you expect there?
Yeah, that's right. It's going to happen this morning. And in today's hearing, Republicans have invited 3 expert witnesses whose job it will be to piece together the information that the 3 committees investigating the president's family have collected with the goal of attempting to try and establish a link between Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings and the president himself. But at this point, they've really yet to uncover that smoking gun that specifically makes that connection. Republicans are hoping, though, a new trove of documents released yesterday by the Ways and Means Committee will help to establish that link. It's important to point out the president has said repeatedly that he played no role in his son's businesses. Savannah?
All right, Ryan Nobles on Capitol Hill. Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.